out.
Okay, we got a lot of people and things to call out here today. A lot of soccer action is going on in South Florida with the FIFA World Cup Club tournament that is happening. And that means, as always, you got a lot of big soccer stars all over the place. And I saw a video of Lionel Messi. Poor dude was in Publix trying to do some shopping. And, of course, everybody's got their phone out. Everybody's trying to stop him. And finally, you know, he's checking out. He's there with his wife and his family. And so many people are coming up trying to take photos. He kind of motions to his son. And then he just has to go and get in the car and try to get out of there. It's like, it's just tough. You know, people can't stop, but everybody wanted a photo and the line was getting long.
He needs to wear like a sombrero and a fake mustache when he goes out.
Yeah,
like do a disguise. You can't just be out and about. You're too famous.
Right. Yeah, get a pair of glasses, a mustache, and maybe like a Sherlock Holmes hat. And just walk around. People may not know who you are.
You can't be you.
Yeah, I kind of felt for him. I'm like, but I guess that's just a snapshot of what it's like to be at that level where going to Publix, he'd probably be like, I'd like to just hang with my family and do something normal, but you just can't do anything normal.
When he first got here, he was able to do that. But now he's not able to do that. People are like, oh, that's him.
Well, everyone knows who he is down here now.
Right.
He has a lot of exposure since he got to South Florida.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you didn't know who he is, you probably know who he is now.
And I don't think he's shocked. Going out in public, you're going to get mobbed. You're messy.
You got to know.
Yeah. One of the things that is getting called out here today, there was a boat transporting Telemundo and FIFA officials to a 2026 World Cup event in Miami, and it got interrupted and intercepted by the Coast Guard, and they checked everybody's immigration status. And like, can we not go anywhere without you pulling us over and checking to see if we got papers and all that stuff? Yeah, so I think they're going to maybe pump the brakes a little bit on some of that stuff. Even Shakira was saying that she lives in constant fear of being an immigrant in the U.S. You know, she's got a place in Miami, and she says now it's like anytime I go out anywhere, have to expect I'm going to get stopped or whatnot. So I think they're going to pump the brakes a bit, hopefully, at least on some of the migrant farm workers, because they busted a bunch in Fresno, I saw, and some hotel workers. And then some of Trump's buddies called up and said, hey, you know, like you're coming in and my workforce, I can't get people to show up, and, you know, you're kind of causing some problems. So I think that Trump was like, okay, we'll pump the brakes a bit on that because, yeah, I mean, when Shakira's living in
a rich guy called me that I'm friends with.
That's it, yeah.
Hey, rich guys that you're friends with get stuff done.
That's right, they do. Justin Bieber, I don't know what's going on with him, but, man, he was calling out everybody. He had a weekend. I don't know if you followed any of the stuff on social media, but I don't know why look, the way he and Lionel Messi handle people that take their video and photo is radically different. Lionel Messi, he just kind of tries to get out of there. He's nice, he's polite, takes a couple photos, and then when it gets too crazy, he just bounces. But Justin Bieber wants to confront and yell at every person that tries to take a photo or video of him.
This isn't new either, though, for Bieber.
No, it's not.
Bieber's been like this for quite a long time.
But I'll put together his whole weekend because he had a weekend. It was more than normal. So this was just the regular people were trying to take his photo. He's out confronting them as usual.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
We're in the sidewalk, Joseph.
I don't give a if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being. You're standing around my car at the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you? You're going to take this video out of context. You're going to say I'm mad. I don't know who the paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one. Okay? Stop provoking me. I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man.
All right.
So don't do this to me, okay?
All right, cool.
I'm not to be with. I don't know who's paying you to me or provoke me, but I'm not the one.
I mean, it almost sounds like lyrics, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Can we beat mix that?
And the other thing, too, is that's exactly what the paparazzi wanted. He got everything he needed to go, guys, you're not going to believe the Bieber rant I got.
He probably easily made $20,000 off of that video clip.
Easily.
And then Justin Bieber did a Father's Day post. It was a bold black and white selfie on Instagram. He called himself a dad that's not to be effed with. So he had that. And then he went off on some kind of tirade, I guess, against one of his friends on social media. This was just even last night. So if you were checking his Instagram, he was very busy. And he was not very thrilled with something that one of his friends had done, and he posted it all up there. It was their text messages that had gone on. And it was kind of odd because it seemed like his friend was very confused by the exchange. He called him the P word, which you could also call a cat.
Yes.
And his friend is like, I'm a P word? Like, I don't, it just
What did I do?
Yeah, that really kind of sounded like the tone of it as it went on. Denny's has got some of the screenshots of that whole text exchange that went down, but it was very odd. So, if you looked at the comments, there were a lot of people that were saying, okay, is Bieber okay? Like, what is he going through? That he just seems to be very angry. And he's going off on absolutely everybody. Yeah, some of it, he said, I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is a part of a relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. My anger is a response to pain I've been through. Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply mean.
But here's the problem. If you have a traumatized individual and they are lashing out at people that did not traumatize them, that's not forgivable. Just because you've been hurt doesn't mean you can go around and hurt everyone.
Yeah, and the person responded, whoever it was, they said, I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger. And then he responded, ouch, this friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out. I enjoyed our short-lived relationship. I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries. I thought you were a P word, which is why I always kept my distance, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This confirms you were the P word I always thought you were. Gives them the flipped off emoji and it says, please leave me alone now. And they just asked, I'm a P word? And it says, blocking you now. And that was the exchange. But Justin Bieber posted all that. So I guess he's trying to send a message to all of his friends. Don't come for me, bro.
He might be in a weird place, too, because of all this Diddy stuff. His name has been, brought up a lot and the things that might have happened to him. And everyone's asking him about it. He's under a huge microscope about the Diddy stuff. And that, I think, is weighing on him.
And maybe, for the first time in his life as a grown-up, he's having to confront the pain he went through when he was 14. 15 at the hands of Diddy or whoever else was in charge of watching him when his parents weren't around.
I'm not defending Bieber's bad behavior, but if you really are having a breakdown and it's public, that's got to be tough.
Yeah, maybe.
But stay off social media and don't go out for a while.
Stay inside.
Don't get the mind right. If not, they want that reaction.
Mm-hmm. Also got to call out the numbskull. Did you see the guy that tried to sit in the Swarovski crystal chair at a museum in Italy? And, of course, the big old – and he's a portly dude. Sat on it and the chair just snapped.
No.
Yes. They were taking pictures trying to sit on it. You're not supposed to sit on it. But I also wonder, too, the museum had it where it was just right there. There weren't even any ropes around it.
Why didn't they have it roped off?
I don't know. So I think you got to mutually call out both. The guy who broke the chair and put ropes around your display if you don't want people sitting on it.
Thank you.
You said you got to call out your mom, Virginia?
I do.
Uh-oh.
So she's staying with us. She's going back to Texas now on Tuesday. She was supposed to go back last night, but her flight got delayed and then she would have been stuck in Atlanta. So she's staying a couple extra days and she makes me beautiful gifts like this. Beautiful homemade necklace and bracelet.
That is lovely. That's very Taylor Swifty.
Beautiful, right?
Love it.
But she also does other things like wake me up at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
when my alarm goes off at 4.
Okay.
So
She's trying to be helpful.
That last crucial hour of sleep is
big.
so sweet. I love it. I love that 3 to 4.
Was that before the show?
Yeah, today.
Did she wake you up to
morning.
try to help you, to get you up early, kind of like in the old days, or she needs something?
Well, she thought I would already be up, and I was like, no, it's 4 is when I get up.
Right.
But she did also need something. She needed me to go get her more adult diapers.
Uh-oh.
Which I didn't do last night like I should have, because
Uh-huh.
I just had to Instacart them to the house.
Okay. Oddly enough, I think we had some laying around here.
We did.
We actually have a bulk of them.
Yeah, so there you go.
You got extra large?
I gotta check that. I don't know. I'm too involved now. I shouldn't have
Because
said
I
anything.
just bought a 24-pack. Guess how much?
24-pack, I will say it was $32.
Oh, a little less. It was 21.
21, so almost $1 a diaper.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, not cheap.
$1 a diaper. That's a lot.
Yeah, not cheap.
Add it up. How many you go through in a day? Ooh.
Boy, Haley Williams, she called out the entire contemporary Christian music industry and said she hopes it crumbles. This follows the sexual assault allegations against former Newsboy lead singer Michael Tate is his name. This has been a band that's been around, I think, since the 90s. They're one of the bigger contemporary Christian acts that had been out there. And this guy, despite talking about his sobriety and abstinence for years, apparently was drinking and abusing drugs, alcohol, and doing a lot of things that he shouldn't have done. And there are even sexual assault allegations that go along this. He stepped out of the band.
Whoa.
And is no longer a part of it. So that was a big shakeup and scandal.
Someone's been doing a lot of sinning.
Yeah, he really has. So he's admitted to using drugs, touching men inappropriately, and said he's ashamed of his actions. And he stepped down from fronting the band back in January.
Wow.
Yeah, so she put the whole contemporary Christian music industry on blast.
So is she kind of saying that there might be even more?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why she went and, wished that on everybody, because, this is an isolated incident with one band, and, just because you're in the field of Christian doesn't mean that you are living exactly how you should be, as this guy clearly was not.
But if there's more, please name names.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Now, we do have some positive things that we need to call out here today. One, the Florida Panthers. Did you guys watch that game on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, that was something, huh? That was an exciting game.
We went to the Emirates Bank Arena. We watched it with all these fans. There was thousands and thousands of Panther fans there.
For the watch party, right?
Watch party.
And now, would you recommend that experience for a Panther fan?
100%. It was so fun. Rocco loved it. Panda loved it. Magnolia loved it. My mom loved it. We all went. And it was such a fun family experience.
That really is a cool concept. I do like that, getting a group of people together. If you can't be at the game, make your own environment. I like that.
It was affordable, unlike the tickets for the Tuesday night Game 6. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. We looked. The cheapest ticket is $986. It's a nosebleed, crappy seat all the way at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $1,000 for a nosebleeder.
And that's why Panda's not going. I was like, there's no way. He's thinking about going down there just to be in the vibe. And he's like, maybe they'll have a party like outside of the arena. Because the place where they play in Canada, they have a huge party out front of their arena, and they throw the game up on a giant big screen on the side of the building, and there's like thousands of people outside cheering and drinking and going nuts.
You could make that an awesome tailgating party.
Totally. I don't know if Emirates Bank Arena lets you tailgate, but if they do, my Panda will be out there on Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, well, Tuesday is the next game. That's going to be in Sunrise, so they've got hopefully a chance to wrap it all up here in South Florida.
If they win and you're there on Tuesday, you will see them win the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
That's pretty cool if you're a hockey fan to say you were in the room when it happened.
Yeah, the 5-2 win was impressive. The Brad Marchand goals were unbelievable. That guy, what a superstar. I was just stunned watching him.
He's a recent accumulation.
Yeah.
They didn't have him last year. He's new this year. And Panda said he's one of those guys that if you have to play against him, you hate him.
Right.
But if he's on your team, you love him.
Mm-hmm.
Do we kind of have to maybe make a new position on the show, Virginia? The sports broadcaster?
She is really picking it up, isn't she?
Look, it was Father's Day. I had to get in it.
Yeah, I get it. You got to listen to Panda, memorize the name.
And it was fun, too. I really enjoyed the whole experience. That fan experience that they put on down there was phenomenal. I put some videos up on our social media. It was really good.
Now, here's the only thing to look for before the game on Tuesday. Hope and pray it's not somebody with the Miami Dolphins that beats the drum, that gets the crowd going to start it off, because when a Miami Dolphin bangs on the drum, the team is 0-8.
What?
They've not won a game where the Dolphins or anyone associated with the Miami Dolphins has beat the drum.
All right. Here's what we got to do, Panther fans. If they march somebody up there who's a Dolphin, to beat the drum, you tackle him.
Right.
Hey, can we maybe
Tackle him.
Can we make like a Heat player try it this time?
Thank you. Can we get a Heat player? Can we get anybody from another team? Even a Marlins player.
You're talking crazy.
Maybe not.
No losers, just
Yeah,
winners.
Maybe not. Also got to call out Taylor Swift. What she did at Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital in Hollywood on Thursday was absolutely amazing. Hey, Denny's, can I play audio off of the computer here? Do you know? I'm going to give it a shot here. We'll try this out. We're in a new studio. In the old studio, I could.
Somebody wrote on our DMs. They were like, oh my gosh, I was watching this video and I thought I was about to see Captain Crust come into a kid's room. And I was disappointed. It was only Taylor Swift.
Oh, I know, right? What the heck? That's it?
Because Captain Crust did kind of do it first. Not to say Taylor's a hack, but Taylor's a hack.
Okay.
A snack hack?
Captain Crust did it like a month ago. So whatever.
Yeah, it was really cute. In fact, you can see the video from Joe DiMaggio up on our social media. But she went in, and of course, there were a bunch of little kids that were very excited. Couldn't even believe it. I mean, all of a sudden, Taylor Swift walks into your hospital room. It was insane.
Pretty awesome.
I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you. Hi. Do you want to sit down? Oh, of course. Thank you so much. Zoe? It's so nice to meet you. Is it okay if I sit?
Yeah.
Amazing. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Look at the nails that you have on right now. Are you kidding me? That is beautiful. Is this like a cat eye?
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Aw,
so
that's
cute.
adorable.
Yeah, that's just part of the video there if you want to go check that out. Also need to call out the Aventura Mall. They were named by USA Today as the top destination in the country for all malls, according to their USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mall. I love it. Gives me horrific panic attacks.
Okay.
It's got everything.
It's got so much stimulation there, man. There really is. There's so much there.
It's expensive.
It
though.
is.
It is super expensive.
Over 300 stores, world-class art installations, and unique experiences like the 93-foot slide that they got out there and Florida's first Eataly. I've seen the lines that my wife's been telling me, oh my gosh, that thing is getting slammed.
93-foot slide?
Yep, right out front there.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's the largest mall in all of Florida. They beat out Mall of America, King of Prussia, and even the Hudson Yards to get the number one spot.
Wow.
Mall of America is in Florida or no? That's the big dog out up in
Minneapolis, around that area.
I've been to the King of Prussia one. That's a nice mall, too.
Yeah, right. That's big. It's impressive. And
It's
Hudson
really
Yards.
nice.
Yeah. And also the Colony Hotel was named as the best Southern hotel by Rolling Stone magazine.
Oh, I love it. They have everything like all pink, and it looks exactly like that show Palm Royale that
Yeah, it
you
does.
watch.
Yeah, mhm.
It's very pink and so Palm Beachy.
In fact, I love what they said in this. They said in their description that a stay at the landmark Palm Beach Hotel feels like it's straight out of a Wes Anderson movie. Which that guy does. He's a director that does all these kind of weird campy. He just had a new movie that came out like 3 weeks ago.
They're artsy kind of movie. You know what those they are.
Yeah. 78 years old. It's got 89 rooms. They called it a pink paradise. And they also noted some of the colony's quirky features, like their monkey mascot, Johnny Brown, which you know Johnny Brown, of course, is.
Johnny Brown.
Do you know Virginia?
Johnny Brown.
I played baseball with a Johnny Brown.
That is Addison Meisner's monkey.
Oh.
That's why they had the bar in Delray named Johnny Brown's. Yeah. He had a. It was his mascot, and he would always be up and down Worth Avenue on Palm Beach with this monkey, and it became kind of like a little mascot.
I love a monkey mascot.
That's why I got that there. So yeah,
and
number one.
And who's Addison? I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody.
Addison Meisner.
I don't know anybody you're talking about.
He is the guy that brought basically all the architecture. Why you see all the Spanish tile? That's because of Addison Meisner. If it wasn't for his influence, you probably wouldn't see the Spanish tile and all that look like what you have in South Florida.
Meisner in Boca, you were just there with me.
Yeah, but I didn't know the backstory of it. I'm like, oh, what are these textiles over here? Who invented them?
Textiles. I don't think you get made clothes.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.